Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad that you've reached this series. This the 31st episode of our Udo Development Masterclass, and we have covered a lot. Before I proceed to the next video, I'd like to review what we've created so far. Starting from the first model that we have created, we actually now have created five models. Okay, five models, no? Starting with charges and accounts, which we have. Okay, and then we have room types. Okay, which where we discuss a lot of topics like images, notebooks, pages, sheets, and groups. We also discussed how to embed list views. Okay, some list views that can be edited, list views that are read only. Okay, and then we have uh, also created a model for rooms where we had a, many to one field. Okay, a many to one field linking rooms to room types. Okay, and then we have a large guest master list. Okay, in our guests.py model where we had a selection field on gender. Okay, and then we had uh, another image widget. Okay, we had a birth date field, a date type of field, and we had a computed field that automatically computes your birthday given a date. Okay, so we say 01 2000. Okay, it will automatically compute it. It's a read-only field. Okay, so okay, aside from the selection field and so on and so forth, and then the one of the biggest uh, models that we have created so far is the guest registration model. Okay, where we had created a lot of computed fields like we had formatted the check-in date and the checkout date. Okay, and the date created. Okay, and then we also had created a concatenation of names. And then if you take a look at that, we have created a name for our guest registration, which is actually a concatenation of the room and the guest occupying the room. Okay, so we have made that, and then uh, we have created a lot of many to one fields. Uh, let's create a new registration, for example. Okay, like that. So there's guest ID, which is a many to one field. There's room number, which is also another many to one field. Okay, we can search actually. Udo does that. And then we have a scheduled check-in and check-out. If you ask why is there no date or rather year, because that's the default date format in Udo 19, where dates will not have year and time if they belong to the current month. Okay, but anyway, when you click that, it will all be displayed. And then we have created buttons. Okay, we have reserved, check-in, cancel registration, and then we have created also a very special widget, used a very special widget from the selection field called state. State is a very important concept because it defines the workflow of an application. Okay, a basic workflow in Odoo. So in this case, our registration will have the following states. It starts with draft, reserve, check in, check out, and cancel. Now, by the way, it's all defined in a model called guest registration.py using the selection field. Okay, we will have a date created which will automatically be be supplied when you save. Let's save that. Now there's a date field. There's also the guest registration. Remember now, as a special feature in this series was the PostgreSQL function, which we have created behind the server. Okay, uh, This is used to generate the guest registration number specific for a particular hotel, because we have designed this application to accommodate several hotels. So each hotel will run independently. It will have its own set of rooms, room types, set of guests, users, and so on and so forth. No? So it will also have its own set of documents like the guest registration card, which will not conflict with any other hotel, like the payment receipts, the debit memos, the credit memos. No? So it's like a different. It's like an independent application for each hotel. But actually, we're just creating a single application that can accommodate multiple hotels, because Udo 19 is designed to be multiple companies. Okay. Um, we also have created all the 5 different views. Okay, we have created the list view. Okay. By the way, before I proceed, let's take a look uh, at the procedure. There it is. This is the stored function in Postgres, which will return the different numbers specific for a particular hotel document, like a guest registration. We pass the company ID to make sure that it's company specific, and then the the room charge, the debit memo, the credit memo, and the collection receipt, or rather payment receipt. Now, after retrieving it to a local variable, we will update uh, the document number, so that if you see in our application, the the guest registrations are in series. Okay, so that's the effect. Okay, why are we not doing it in Python? Because we would like to minimalize our Python code. Okay, we don't want to complicate it further. We need to bury the complicated logic inside PostgreSQL. There are many benefits to that. It will keep the client light, and it will move the heavy work to PostgreSQL, which is designed to do the heavy work anyway. Now, it can be configured it can be scalable there by supplying the necessary database optimization, like creation of indices and referential integrity constraints. I will not discuss that further, because I'm planning to create a different series discussing PostgreSQL or MySQL. Okay, so that's about it. We have created 5 models, 5 views. We have interface with PostgreSQL. In the next videos, we are going to continue in-house enhancing our user interface. We will do some validation checks, and then we will do some conflict schedule of conflict resolution. Okay, so that no two or more than two guests will be reserved or occupying a common room. That's not allowed in a hotel. Okay. Uh, See you in the next video, and bye for now.